Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we are going to be looking at the case of Kenneka Jenkins. So Kenneka Jenkins, and I'm sorry if I am pronouncing her first name wrong, but she was found in a freezer in as a 19-year-old found in a freezer in Chicago after she attended a party, and there's been a lot of questions, theories. Why are we seeing her like dazedly walking into a freezer after she was reported missing? She was then found in said freezer 21 hours later and was pronounced unalived. Then due to hypothermia. So I wanted to take a look at her case and see what happened. There's been a lot of conspiracy theories that have kind of wound up. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's also a journalist who had been researching the case that we'll also be looking into, who was researching into it and then had been found not alive anymore in after 2018, where he was taken off the earthly plane by someone with a pew pew. So I'm just going to take a look into the case generally of what's the general one. I want to start off with the general energy around the night that Kenneka passed, the night of the party where she went missing, and the such. What was the energy around that that I want to take a look at first? So that's what we're going to take a look at looking into this. So quick reminder though, remember everything I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only, no facts, my opinions, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And really, again, my intention here is to help understand the night and the case. I know her family has just won a lawsuit against the hotel chain for the wrongful death of their daughter. So I'm glad that they have reached a settlement. And again, I know there's been a lot of sensational stuff going on around it. So if that comes up, that comes up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So without further ado, let's kind of look at the general energy around that night. Also, right away, did she bang her head on something? I didn't look at the coroner's report or anything, but the back right side of my head, did she bang her head on something? It feels like there's a bang. There's like my head hit something and I couldn't get up. It hurt a lot and I'm kind of dazed and I'm confused because I hit my head on something or something impacted in my head, onto my head, on the back of my head on the right side. I'm just going to say that's the first thing that I felt before I even got cards laid out. Sometimes I can feel, I'm a physical medium, so sometimes I can and will feel things that might be strong in someone's energy. So let's take a look here. All right. Okay, so this could just mean that we're having party paraphernalia, party favors going around. We're drinking lots and lots of substances that alter our mind and the such. That could be one interpretation of this. Let's just see why. Alrighty. Okay. General energy of that night. So we're just going down to Crazy Town right away. Around the energy of that night, this is going to be, I'll say, organized, or organized organizations that maybe do things on the sly to get away with stuff. Because we had to, because from a financial influence, we couldn't let whatever Kenneka, we couldn't let this one get away. We couldn't let this one get away. We had to make sure that our operation didn't go down. Our operation had to stay as is. Allegedly. Remember, all alleged in this. Because the hopes and fears here. Yeah, the Hierophant reversed. It's with our higher organizations, higher beings. I've seen this as like cult like organizations wanting different things that we got to offer up to people. Unseen obstacles here, though, the Star card. They've been trying to suppress this story a lot. Uh, a lot of the details of the case did not get out. I I would even say the coroner's report has inconsistencies in it. I would say there's money paid for people to look the other way. We need to suppress, deny, and deflect. Suppress, deny, deflect is really what I'm getting here, and that's kind of the unseen obstacle to getting more information about this case. I would also say there's, I don't know why I'm seeing this, but there's an important footprint or picture of a footprint that was either destroyed or hidden from evidence lockers. I'm just saying, again, I'm not saying that this is done deliberately. I'm not saying anything bad about police organizations or anything of the such. I'm just saying that that is what I am seeing. Because who knows? Unseen ops. Yeah, this is all. Gosh. Because it's the Sun card. Yeah, rituals and other things kind of going on. That was the negative influence that night. It's like, yeah, we have to do some stuff. This is all part of our gang rich. Because what the positive influence here. Here in the past, that Hanged Man. Yeah, you were our puppet to use what we wanted you to use it for. And here in the future, the World card reversed. Yeah, we're just going to keep doing the whole thing. So, I know I'm kind of mincing my words here, but there's a lot of stuff that I can't say without getting demonetized from YouTube or, how else do I put this? Having my YouTube channel probably yanked. So I have to be very, very careful of what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. Because what I get here is there's some ritualistic parts of this around that night of when Kenneka passed. Rituals that were maybe spiritual in nature with the high priestess upright. Also, a lot of people, I'm thinking here, if you're listening to other podcasters or intuitives, there's a lot of people who have been picking up on shit that have been putting it out there and speaking the truth. It's like the truth is out there. You just have to figure out if that's the person you want to listen to or not. Because the truth is out there, and a lot of people have been silenced or turned to stone for trying to speak about this. Because the world reversed here too. It's like we want to keep doing what we're doing. We can't have this, our operation go down. This is something that's pretty big, and it feels like Kenneka that night, I don't know what information she had or what was going on, but there was something that's like, you can't leave because it's not like, I don't know if she knew too much. Oh yeah, she knew too much. I don't know what she got herself involved with, but she knew too much. Also, when it came to that hotel and where they were staying and that party or whatever was actually going down there, I see that someone threw up and like I think Kenneka threw up because it's like it got too much. Something became too much. She threw up. She couldn't keep it down and she ran after that. It's like I just can't do this. I'm like in her energy and it's like she sees something going down. It like physically repulses her. She's like, I can't. Goes, throws up. And is like, after she's done throwing up, she's like, I can't do this. And runs is what I'm seeing. It's like, I can't do this. And she just runs. And I'm seeing where the, and now I'm like, everyone's like, where the F is her? Where is that? Ooh, my, there's some, where is that? Because she's running. People are now starting to frantically look for her. She's on the run. She is running. She's running. She just couldn't do it no more. Who was she there with? Okay. I'm getting in. This is a really strong energy. This is a really, really strong energy, too. Okay. So, I'm going to grab out the True Crime Oracle here first. And I want to take a look at what was this thing that What was the thing that was going on there that made her essentially toss her cookies? Uh, what was going on? What was going on? She knew too much. She knew too much. She knew too much. What's going on? Okay. She was running. What was going on there that was causing her to, that caused her toss her cookies? Was a meeting of some sort. A meeting of minds. People coming together. Again, they allegedly said it was a party. So it's like, yeah, people were coming together to talk about certain things. Okay. It's about missing people, hopes and fears. I'm going to have regrets if I stay here. Unseen obstacles, the mountains, though. Massive change. I'm going to get a clarifier for this. Whoever, was she dating anyone at that time? Because if she was seeing someone or just romantically hooking up with someone, feels like that's the person that brought her in on this whole thing. Yeah, gosh. Okay, I'm just going to grab clarifier for the mountains here really quick about this unseen obstacle. Okay, that's what, okay. So, for her, what I'm getting, why she tossed her cookies, there was a meeting going on that night that she was invited to by her partner. Her partner just brought her along. She was listening in though on like either it was outside the door or she just like was looking for this person and overheard this conversation going on, listening devices. This was her unseen obstacle, was she eavesdropped in on someone else's conversation, and it was a conversation she should not have been eavesdropping in on. This is about missing peoples, in my opinion. And I almost wonder if there was there someone that like Kenneka knew from high school or from like around the neighborhood that she had heard that went missing, and or no one knew where this person was, and then she heard someone's name being talked about by eavesdropping, and she's just like, oh no. So she overheard something about how this person, wherever they were going missing, and she would have regretted if she didn't say anything, so she ran. People who overheard her figured out, oh shit, she heard us, get her, find her. This is all about movements of people from point A to point B without their consent. Here in the past, this is all about ego, movement, the Big Apple, cities, people being bigger than themselves. Then here in the future, affairs. This is people moving together in between the sheets. In my opinion, here, this what ended up happening that she overheard a conversation that she should not have overheard, and it was something that she knew someone, it feels like, about, and she's like, I can't let this not, I can't let that go. Looking into her energy, she was someone who was like, she had a very strong moral base. I don't know if her family was super religious. I'm hearing no, but there was something with her family. There was like an uncle or a fatherly type of figure or someone who commanded a lot of respect. And it's like, if you see something you don't like, you make sure that you would speak out about it, because if you don't want that happening in your neighborhood with your people, we protect our own, and that's how you do so. And like there was some sort of like, I can't let that go. Her sense of morality was really, really big. Okay. So again, that's what happened there, is like she overheard a conversation she shouldn't have heard. Man. Also, because it feels like there was a scuffle somewhere else. They might have hit her on the head. She then kept running, got away from him again, and then was trying to hide, is what this feels like. And because of, she was hiding. That's what it was. That's why she was in the freezer. She was hiding. She was hiding from these people. No. What? Why were you in the freezer then? Why was Kenneka in the freezer then? It was more than just hiding in the freezer. More than that happened. What is going on? This is super weird. Okay. Okay, what else? Why were you in the freezer that night, my dear? What were you doing in that freezer? Well, yeah, you were at the hotel. There was evil intentions going on. You were with an organization that kind of was like family. Unseen ops, our hopes and fears. There must be a grandparent here. It's like I couldn't let my grandparent. Unseen obstacles, love. What area? I'm hiding out. I wanted justice for people, the water in the past, and fake death. What were you doing in that freezer, my dear? What the heck is going on? I'm going to grab some clarifiers for all of this. What were you doing in the freezer? What were you doing in the freezer? Find the vehicle. What the heck? Was she actually... Okay, quick question. Like, was that actually Kenneka in the freezer? Where the heck? What? Okay, this is really weird. I'm not convinced that she was the body that was in the freezer was Kenneka. I'm not sure if that was actually her. Because, yeah, the unseen obstacle. Love, bowl in a china shop. Like, I'm coming in hot. I don't care what's going on. Wooded area? What's this all about? Corrupt. Oh, gosh. Justice? It's all illusions. All is not what it seems. Water. I'm scared. Yeah, my emotions are really scared. And then... here it is. Was that Kenneka's actual body? I'm not convinced it was hers. I don't know why, and I know people are going to be like, well, no, come on, now that was kind of proven, and da-da-da. Again, there was a lot of money put behind this case for her, for this whole thing to end up the way it did. Because, again, what I'm getting here, you got to find the vehicle. Where did they take her? Where did they take Kenneka? Because, again, I'm not sure if, like, I see her run, people got her. Again, the back of my head, they took her. Bad luck on a journey to family. Where did they take her? Where was she actually? Because I don't believe she's the one that was in that freezer. Motel, hotel, downfall of the bad. It's like the fallen location. That was the financial influences on this whole thing. It was all about protecting the hotel. Whatever the hotel or the manager, whoever, whatever was in on this, allegedly, because over here with the grandparent, hopes and fears, paused, inactive. Again, I don't think Kenneka, why was she in the freezer? We're asking, why is she in the freezer? It was a distraction. All is not what it seems. All is not what it frickin' seems. Illusions with the justice card? No. You aren't telling me that she was in that freezer. No. And maybe this is the evidence, the surveillance leading into that freezer. I'm getting, is that what this is all about? Kind of. Like, Kenneka's image might be posted going into the freezer, but she did not go in that freezer. She did not go in that freezer. What the heck? Because corrupt politics with the wooden area. This is giving me like, we had to take her way out to the boonies somewhere else. You have to find the vehicle. Where did they take her? How did they get her out of there? She was not at that hotel. Because here in the future with the collection and the faked death, that wasn't her. That wasn't her. We need to collect on this. What did the family... I'm just gonna look. What did the family have to frickin' do with this? Because again, there's so much weird stuff going on around this case. You weren't going to convince me she was in that freezer. They were paid off to say, oh yeah, no, that was her. That she was not in that freezer. Also, my dinger just went off on my thingamabobber. It's like, I'm going to take that as a she was not in that freezer. Okay. Now I see why people are frustrated by this case, because I'm not seeing her in this frickin' freezer. Where did she go, and what does the family have to do with this? Okay, what does the family have to do with this? What does the family actually know? Because we were getting a ton of family cards in that last one. Also, I'm getting a little upset now. So, because I don't like it when family rats out their own or sells out. Allegedly. No facts. So, let's take a look here. What did the family know about Kenneka's disappearance? This is weird, man. Weird. What did the family know? Clean up. Okay. I don't know. The family knew, and they are part of the cleanup and cover up for what this was going to be. Otherwise, they were the ones who were going to. This was their hopes and fears. They're going to keep this frickin' secret. This is their life insurance policy. On like I don't know what they had on this family, or what they were threatening them with, but they're like, let us get away with this. Just shut up about this. We'll just clean this up for you, and we'll just be on our way. Here's some money and be gone. She's gone. She's missing, not unalived. Okay. Yeah, because we'll take care of you if you just shut up about this. Because otherwise, there were threats made to the family as well. And then here, the future. Yeah, we'll give you a settlement. You can have your home, your family, your foundation, everything that you completely want. Just shut up about this. They were told to shut up about this. We'll give you everything that you want and more, and you just leave this all alone. Okay, why are they covering this up so bad? And I know we've been using a lot of the true crime deck today, but why was this being covered up so bad? Because it's like, this is super weird. Like, okay, yeah, you can just make someone, like, disappear. Why did you need to go throughout this whole convoluted thing? And da-da-da-da-da. Again, Kenneka is, in my opinion, was not in that freezer. So there was a car that took her somewhere else. And I don't know why. I'm not gonna. It was either, and it was one of those 4-door sedans. It's a mid-size. It was a mid-size 4-door sedan, and in the darker light, it looks black, but I don't think it was black. It's one of those darker colors, and it's a 4-door sedan. I want to say it's either a Toyota or a Honda. Toyota, Honda, or Hyundai is what it looks like. I'm not saying it is one of those, but I would say it's one of those 4. And again, back in the 2017, I'm not sure, is there a year on that car? I hear 2011, a 2011 4-door sedan. It looks like a mid-size vehicle. It's not a full size. It's not a compact. It might be a compact. It's between that compact and mid-size range. And it's one of those 3 brands, it feels like. And the vehicle itself was not, it was darker, but it wasn't black. That's what I got. I don't know. That's the vehicle. Look for that vehicle, but whatever. I don't know shit. Okay. Let's take a look then. Let's take a look-see. I'm not saying that either. Nope. But let's take a look-see here at why are we covering this up so bad? What is with this? Why is it getting covered up so much? Like, this is like you could just make this person go missing and it wouldn't have gotten the attention that it did. Why all this convoluted BS, essentially? A natural disaster. What? Why all of this? Okay. I'm going to grab some clarifiers on this. Why was she such a, come on, a reset? We needed to reset something. Natural disaster. Take out the trash. Why is this? What did Kenneka know? Like, something's so bad here. Why did this need to be such a convoluted plot? Okay, I'm gonna say something really, really weird here. And that is the night that this happened, the night of this party, per se, it doesn't feel like that was the night that she heard what was going on. So let's rephrase this. Was the night that she went to the party the night that she heard the conversation that she shouldn't have heard? Okay, that was. Okay, so that was the night. Okay. Need everyone on the same page. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Are we going to actually know the truth about Kenneka's passing eventually? Hearing yes. There's also, gosh darn it all. Sorry about that, y'all. My cards are kind of going a little bit all over the place right now, because what's coming up here? Why was this such... Oh, there you are. Okay, so why was this such a... How do I put this? Why was this such a cover-up? Why is this so convoluted? Because it was a it was time for a reset. It was time for a reset on the whole organization. Why was this? Because this is like the moment of where whatever was going on, everything had to change. It feels like this time, like whatever this was going on, they were in a transition period of the old to the new or the new to the old. And why was it so convoluted? Because there wasn't a leader there that night who could tell them the do's and the don'ts of what to effing do. Because it feels like something happened. Again, we have this runaway. She was running away from something. People effed this so up. Like, the people who did this, they effed it up really bad. Because it's like, they didn't know what to do. We had to reset this whole plot of what we had to do, how we were going to do it, because two idiots decided to F this whole thing up. Because the power supply, our money, how we were getting resources, our material things coming in to power everything else in the organization. It was a targeted plot. Why do we need to? Because we needed a target. We needed to get some stuff done. Also, up here with financial influences, that's why I'm getting with the old news and our big serial gay. We have to grapple with the past of how things were done. It's almost like it was old school meeting new school is kind of what this is. It's almost like someone messed up, they called their pops, or someone who did stuff the old school way. They're like, this is how you take care of it. They went and took care of it. Then they called the new the new brass, essentially, and they're like, oh no, you shouldn't have done that. We have other ways of doing that now. And so then this whole convoluted thing started back up. Because from the hopes and fears here, we needed to make sure that things operated a little bit differently. And we needed to bring the unseen obstacles here is also we're trying to get everyone on the same page and make sure that this person doesn't run away. But here's what's positive going for them. It's like they have their own sense of justice. Again, and then here in the past, disfigure scars. Again, her body isn't in the freezer. I almost want to say something happened, then they got rid of something on the side of the road. And that's where something laid forever. I still don't think it's been found. And then here in the future, marriage, wedding, shape-shifting, and hiding. It's like we have to bring This person, whoever it was kind of that caused this whole shitstorm, was ousted from the organization as well. And that's kind of going on with Kenneka Jenkins passing. Again, this felt like, oh shit, what do we do? This girl heard what we were saying. We need to get rid of her or figure out a way to get rid of her. And then instead of letting New Brass take care of it, they kind of took matters into their own hands. And they had to go find her, or like they took matters into their own hands, made it 10 times worse than what it actually was. And then it's like, shenanigans. Now we gotta clean up your effing mess, is what it kind of sounds like, is what I'm kind of getting. So now I'm gonna grab out the tarot. And what we're gonna look at is, so when it comes to Kenneka's passing, what, again, I'm seeing what happened after they caught up to her, or I should say, what's with the video footage? What's with the video footage that was found or sent out to the public of Kenneka going into the freezer? Again, I don't believe that's Kenneka. It's someone who looks very similar to her, and again, her body wasn't in the freezer. In my opinion, that's not where it was. At least it's not Kenneka's. And the family was paid off to say, don't say shit. And then we'll take a look at actually where Kenneka is. So, I know this video's gonna be a little bit longer. But what's going on with that video then? Because like that's pretty damning, right? You see a video of someone going into the hotel, right? Or into the hotel freezer. Like, come on. What's with that video? 9 of Cups reversed. Why? So the 9 of Cups in this deck, it's like a pool. It's like a pool of stuff. And like you're not being emotionally validated. Like things aren't as they seem. You don't have your lapse of luxury. Why is this the Death card? I'll have to grab a clarifier on that. But why is this? Because we need someone's passing, going to the other side. Yeah, because we took someone out, put them 6 feet underneath the ground. And their hopes and fears, like, we don't, this is coming up from stuff from the past. We've done this in the past. Unseen obstacles, the Hermit card. We're out of our comfort zone here. We don't know really what we're doing. This is all about painting a picture here. The negative influence is like, we got to paint ourselves a new picture here. Also, the first time I saw this card, I immediately thought of the water tank on the Cecil Hotel with Elisa Lam. So, and we've all kind of figured out that footage has been doctored, allegedly. It feels like this footage has also been doctored, in my opinion here. Because, yeah, we're trying to get away with something. We don't want justice served here. We don't want light shown on this. Because here in the past, they should have done a ton of money to make sure that this never came out. And here in the future, so we could party hard, rock star for the rest of our lives. There's also a lot of footage that night that has been erased, in my opinion, when it comes to what hotel room did she come from, what room were they in, and the such. So that's what I'm kind of seeing here. Okay, so that's what was with the video. So we're gonna take a look into the what happened after. Again, I think what happened after they took her away from the hotel, because I'm convinced. You're not gonna convince me otherwise. She was not unalived in that hotel. She just wasn't. However, I do not believe she is with us on this plane now. Yeah, she's not. Sadly, she's not. But let's see. What happened after I think they put her in that vehicle? What happened after they put her in that vehicle? well, we gotta lie about some things, but we also we're going for they didn't go far. Um, they did not go far. They went somewhere. What happened? It's like, yeah, this came in really quick. We're grabbing you. We're getting the heck out of Dodge. They didn't go far. Again, six of swords reversed along with the knight of swords reversed. They did not go far. They put her in the car, and then they did not go far. I almost want to say it was less than 2 miles away from where the hotel was. They did not go far. It was, I don't know where the hotel is located, but was less than 2 miles away from where the hotel was, is where they took her. To hide out, away from the police, get away from everyone else. It's like, okay, we gotta go. We can't go far though. Why? Because here we go with the Six of Swords reversed as well. It's like, because we can't, it's like she's too much of a liability. She's going to be too much to like kind of move or do things. We need to avoid, as we're avoiding police detection, we're avoiding other people trying to come and find us. Also, this was like a, whatever this was, we were going to go and get the help from our buddies, our organization, whoever that we were going to be, whoever we were working with, the organization, the higher ups, the community, the people who fund us. And then we had to take them out. It's like, okay, we went to go get help with our people, and I don't know what they did in the back of that vehicle or whatever the heck happened. I'm not going to elaborate. Then we had to take them out. They took her to the people. I don't know what happened there. And then we had to bring him in front of people to do... Jesus Christ. So it feels like, again, we went for help to our big buddies at the top. I don't know what they did after that. Let's just say violence. Then we decided, well, we got what we needed there. I'm just going to leave the devil as that is. Then we take her to another room. Do what they need to do there. This gives me like very clean. This gives me mirrors in places. This gives me sterile type of vibes. Just from like the mirrors. Like they feel very sterile. I'm getting reminded of like stainless steel. And then we got to put stuff on ice. If you look at this, it's like an underground cavern, and there's a lot of ice on this card. So I don't know, somebody's going into the ice, whatever that may be. I'm going to push that up. Then we're going to start lying about a bunch of stuff. We're going to start spinning stories on what things are going on. Then we're going to actually no, this is going to be we're just going to take things and put them into multiple pieces to go out everywhere. We'll burn some things, we'll get rid of others, take it to other places, and use whatever else we can do to make money or send to other places, allegedly. All conspiracy, whatever. And at the bottom of the deck, it's like we got and we released the burden that this all was. All right, that's what happened. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And then I want to take a look at one more thing yet. And I want to take a look at Zach Stoner, who was the journalist who was looking into this case, and he ended up pew-pewed on the side of a road. And I want to take a look at why. Was he really close to figuring out the story, or what was that? Did that have anything to do with the Kenneka Jenkins case? So let's just take a look at what was going on there with him really quick, and then I will end it there. So, this is, oh, I'm going to have to go and add some stuff to this at the beginning. So, all right. What happened with Zach Stoner? His hard work didn't pay off. Why was this? The magician. He was getting run around in circles. So Zach Stoner was just an annoying, like, gnat, it feels like to me. Yeah, that was getting not close to the truth, but was just annoying enough that it paranoid a lot of people. Eight of Pentacles is like, your hard work isn't going to pay off here, buddy, because we're telling you all a bunch of lies, but it seems like, and you aren't taking our money, and he didn't accept the offer to just drop it. Because he wanted to expose this to the world. He wanted to let this story actually be known. There's a lot of people who have tried going with this case, and there's a lot of people who've tried bringing details and stuff out about this case, but they've been paid off to not. Looking down here with the 9 of Cups as well, hopes and unseen obstacles. There's whatever this organization is has a lot of money. They want to keep things just the way they are. Also, he was going to bring more light back to the case. It's like, let this die. Let this die completely. Because it's like this was a burden to him, and they didn't want to carry him around in this burden. He wanted to find the truth, bring it out and talk about it, and then here in the future, again, it's like he couldn't avoid avoid what happened. So that's what I've got here for Mr. Zach Stoner. Was it directly linked? In my opinion, yes. He didn't take the offer, and he refused to stop annoying people about it. Even though he wasn't going to get anywhere with it, he was just too damn annoying. And people were kind of not happy with that, with him being annoying. So that's what I'm seeing here for the Kenneka Jenkins case. This took a weird turn. This is giving me, like, this is the movements of people from point A to point B without their consent type of stuff that she might have overheard. She was scared, didn't know what to say, didn't know what to do, so she was going to run to people to make sure that people knew about this. And that's her panic caused others to panic and pulled this all down. Again, I don't think that she was the one that was in that freezer, in my opinion here, and the family was paid off with a hefty sum to look the other way. So that's my opinion. That's what I've seen. If y'all, I don't know, man. If y'all want to let's leave a flower of some sort down in the comments below. If you would like, for that. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share this video out with other people if you would like. Otherwise, if you would do any of that, just engaging with the video helps it get put into the algorithm more for more people to see. Otherwise, I really just want to say thank you so very much for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so using my website link down below. Or if you would like to book, or if you want to become part of YouTube members, you can do so using my website. Or you can use the link in the pinned comment or in the description box. So $3 and $5 a month. One tier just gets you a lot of stuff from live streams. The other one gets you access to all of my pre-recorded videos plus all the live streams, dissecting different topics online. So thank you all again so very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. So bye!